Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 22. Let me double check that real quick. 18, 19, 20, 21. Yes, 22. Venti dose for all of you Norwegian speakers out there. We left on a gosh darn cliffhanger last time on that Christmas extravaganza we had. And as we know, the gift exchange was epic. We got Yuri. Yuri got us. And, this is the last line of dialogue. Monica said, "I'm curious, are you two officially going out?" And that question is directed towards Yuri and I. So we are going to see our response and Yuri's response and just the general vibe of the room. I'm very curious as well. So let's go ahead, get right into things. Monica. The intense blush on Yuri's face mirrors my own feelings. Why did Monica have to put us on the spot like that? We aren't. Both of our faces are practically on fire. While it's true we aren't boyfriend and girlfriend, I definitely wouldn't mind if we were. Don't worry about it. I was just teasing you. Anyway, I think everything is packed away, so I'm going to have to get going. It's late after all. Thank you again for the gift, Sayori. Oh, you're welcome, Monica. I should probably get going as well, too. Yeah, same. See you soon. Bye, guys. Yeah, see ya. They all look curiously at Yuri. Sticking around for a bit, Yuri? Huh? Oh, yes. I wanted a cup of tea, if that's okay. She looks imploringly at me. That's a big word. Yeah, that's cool. I'll put the board game away, so feel free to make yourself at home in the kitchen. That wasn't as big of a cliffhanger as I would have liked it to be. If I would have gone like 2 minutes later in the last episode, this would have all been done and over with. So, shame on me, I guess, for not reading the situation. Anyway, let's continue with the story. The other three girls depart, leaving an awkward silence between Yuri and I. At least it's cut short by her excusing herself. After carefully checking that everything is in its rightful place, I slot the board game back into its position in the cupboard. Hey Yuri, don't worry about that stuff. She'd taken the plates and was in the process of washing them up as I entered the kitchen. Dude, that's wife material, man. Yuri is so considerate, man. She cares about us. She feeds us with her own chopsticks. She helps us with the chores around the house. She destroys our toilet with her beautiful poo-poo. This is the ideal girl. I truly believe that. Oh no, you were kind enough to serve us, so this is the least I can do. Are you sure? I'm the host, so I shouldn't really be making you do this. It's really no bother. Well, if you insist. Still, you've got to let me help, okay? She nods as I roll up my sleeves and pull on some rubber gloves. We wash the dishes together, slowly inching closer until our shoulders are practically touching. A comfortable silence descends upon us. A silence that I'm surprised Yuri breaks first. It feels strange, spending Christmas with people other than my family. First time? She nods slowly. Parents not around for Christmas this year? You could say that, yes. I'm guessing both of Yuri's parents are dead, based on every episode where we ask about her parents and she's like, yeah, they were great parents, and she always speaks in the past tense. And I feel like we should have picked up on that, or at least our character, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about this prediction, but I'm pretty sure Yuri's parents are definitely in the afterlife. Maybe they were sealed in a kettle pot. Either way, they're not alive. My mother would usually make teriyaki, salmon, and turkey, and then we'd follow it through with cake. Vanilla or milk chocolate was always my favorite my family's firm favorite. Oh shoot, I should have gotten dessert. I knew I forgot something. I'm sorry, Yuri. It totally slipped my mind. She smiles softly. Please don't worry about it, Markapi. The fact you've cooked for me,
and everyone else today was more than I could have asked for.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I had no idea how the food would turn out, so this is reassuring to hear. Good thing I had a good teacher, eh? I playfully nudged her with my elbow, causing her to blush.
It was nothing.
Her blush remains as we carry on washing the dishes in silence.
Hey, Markapi?
Yeah?
I don't know how to put this, so I apologize if it sounds out of the blue, but I really enjoy spending time with you.
The soft, vulnerable way she says it catches me off guard. I enjoy spending time with you too, Yuri. The last of the dishes have been cleaned, but we don't move apart. If anything, we grow a little closer. By the way,
Yes?
what exactly are we?
What do you mean?
You know, when we were cleaning up just now with the others, they asked if we were, my God, asking her directly is proving to be exceptionally difficult. I was going to say exponentially difficult.
I don't know. I've never felt this way about someone before.
Yeah, me neither. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this so awkward. She laughed softly. At this proximity, I can feel her warm breath on my face. Oh God. It sends a shiver down my spine, but not the unpleasant kind.
No, you don't need to apologize. It's a valid question. I guess I just don't know how to answer it.
At this point, my heart is positively thumping out of my chest. Is this really happening? With Yuri? Oh, they actually put in a heartbeat sound effect. That's epic. I guess we don't need all the answers now. After all, I like what we have now.
I do too.
Oh God. We both turn towards each other, causing me to drown in her eyes. Those deep pools of violet, so mysterious, so enticing, so Mike Tyson. She has Mike Tyson eyes. Oh God. The scent of lavender and jasmine oil permeates my nose, filling it with a scent as pleasant as the sight in front of me. Tentatively, I find myself reaching out to gently stroke her cheek and brush a lock of hair out of her face. She closes her eyes briefly and exhales onto my finger. This just feels so right. We come closer and closer to each other as every nerve burns with anticipation. I can almost feel her lips on my cockhead. Oh, dude, we got cocked block. We got cucked by a gosh darn door knocker. What's that noise? We break apart, the moment all but gone. Who is it? Damn it. It's always the childhood friend. Man, it was going so well. It was destiny. It was gonna happen. And then Sayori just goes and says, "I forgot my present." That's not how she talks. "I forgot my present. Sorry." Irritation floods through my body. Why couldn't you just have been more careful, Sayori? Sayori pops into the kitchen, and judging by the look of surprise on her face, she definitely didn't expect this. With a start, I realize Yuri and I still have our arms around each other, and as I take my arms off her waist, she quickly removes hers from my shoulders. Sayori's expression dims with what looks like sadness. It's replaced in a flash, though. Did I just imagine it? Sorry, guys. I found it. She picks up the bow from the kitchen counter. Why it was there is beyond me. By the way, Yuri, do you want to walk home with me? Aw, dude. How dare you? Yuri quickly looks at me. It's almost pleading. The moment is gone, though, so I bitterly nod.
Oh, sure.
Wow. This is filling me with an intense rage and just fury. I have wrath, anger at Sayori. How could she do this to us? This is infuriating. Gosh darn, look at how angry I am right now. I'm shaking. After carefully scooping up the teapot, she heads to the hallway. Sayori is already lingering outside.
Sorry.
It's okay, Yuri. It's not your fault. Besides, we can just hang out on New Year's Eve, right?
Yes. Ooh, yes, of course. I'd like that.
I can't help but smile to myself. Even though we were on the verge of kissing, she's still self-conscious about how eager she is to want to spend time with me. We'll make it happen, don't worry. With one last quick hug, she follows Sayori out, leaving me to process what just happened. It might sound cheesy, but true happiness at Christmas doesn't come from material things, does it? I need this transition to process my anger. Not a happy camper right now. I'll get over it. Quick note, when they started putting the college football bowl games on New Year's Eve and then New Year's Day, I would be like, hey, I don't want, not that I do anything anyway, like I'm definitely like antisocial, I should be put in a camp. I'd be like, hey, I don't want to hang out with anyone because the college football bowl games are on and this is more important. And then I also haven't stayed up past midnight on New Year's Eve for like, I don't know, maybe 8 years or something. Like, I like when I became a teenager, I'm like, wait, why do I have to stay up late? This is stupid. Maybe not a teenager, but like, maybe like 15 or 16, I was like, I'm just gonna stop doing this. But, you know, I think it's been a few years since I've stayed up. Maybe like once or twice. I was exaggerating. Anyway, December 31st, the last year of the day. As I push myself up, my gaze floats across my room. It looks exactly the same, save for the tea set on my desk. In a strange way, it looks like Yuri's presence is here with me. A strange feeling courses through me as I recall the shy, nervous look on her face as she handed me the gift. A feeling which only grows stronger as I recall the quiet, intimate moments we had with one another after the girls left. It's definitely not an unpleasant feeling, but it does feel confusing. I feel warm inside, but it's still a foreign sensation. What exactly are Yuri and I? Part of me wants to take Yuri out on a date, but, well, I don't know what to do. Taking her out for coffee or tea seems a bit basic. But she likes tea, though. So maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Having finished my morning routine, I find myself sitting at the kitchen table, idly scrolling through my phone. Maybe some fresh air will help me place my thoughts. That's much better. The air is a little biting. But I'm wrapped up warm, so it feels more like a refreshing coolness. Unfortunately, I left my gloves at home, so my hands are being subjected to the full wrath of the December air. Man, it'd be nice to have Yuri's hands to warm mine. Maybe I should just ask her to be my girlfriend. I mean, despite her being unsure of what we are, it's obvious that she likes me, right? How do you ask, though? Hi, Yuri. I like you, and, I think you like me too, so do you want to be my girlfriend? Nah, that just sounds childish. Sayori and I used to say that stuff to each other when we were really little. A white bow coming into my peripheral vision snaps me out of my inner turmoil. Hey, Markapi. I didn't expect to see you about. Looks like you've gone for a walk. Oh, hey, Monica. Yeah, I was in the mood for some fresh air, so here I am. Do you have any plans for New Year's? Kind of. I used to just watch the fireworks on TV with my parents, but they're not around this year. I guess I could just watch them at home. I choose not to divulge the fact that I'm stuck for date ideas, at least not yet. Monica studies me for a moment. Her gaze feels like an X-ray, and I feel like she's somehow reading directly into my mind. Say, Markapi, would you say that fireworks can be described as romantic? Yeah, forget Paris or the Eiffel Tower. Exploding gunpowder and pyrotechnics are what come to mind when someone says romance. I laugh, but her knowing smirk doesn't move. Man, English is hard. If I were interested in someone, I think taking them to see the fireworks for New Year's would be the perfect way to start a relationship. Where's this coming from? Come on, Markapi, you can't be this dense. Ha! There's a fireworks display in town. If you head to the Skytree Tower, you'll be guaranteed an amazing view. They start at 10 and finish at midnight. You do have to book, but it's only like 430 yen. Nice way to start the new year, if you ask me. She winks at me. Well, I suppose there's no sense hiding it or trying to play naive. Yuri and I were pretty obvious on Christmas Day. Trust me when I say you should take her. You think? I know. I've seen how you two act together over the past few months, and to be honest, it's about time you got together. Have we really been that obvious? A smile is my only answer. I sigh. Anyway, what about you? What are you up to today? Don't suppose I'll see you under the fireworks tonight. Maybe with some hotshot tennis player? I nudge her, but to my surprise she doesn't even smile. It's only when I properly look at her do I see the bags under her eyes. She snorts derisively. She snorts. She snorts a lot. That's what we're gonna replace it with. I don't think there's much chance of that happening. Even her voice seems a little drained. I've been busy. With what? She hesitates for a moment, looking aside for a moment. Just my parents' business. It's nothing I can't handle. Well, just make sure not to push yourself too hard, okay? I know you're our president and all, but everyone needs a break. I feel kind of bad knowing that you're encouraging Yuri and I to spend time together when it looks like you can't even relax yourself. She looks up at me, surprise written over her face. Ha, thank you, Markapi. Your concern is appreciated. I'll try and bear that in mind. She briefly checks her watch. Is that the time already? I've got to go, unfortunately. Need to pick some stuff up for the shop from my parents. Catch you later, Markapi. See you, Monica. And thanks for the fireworks suggestion. She smiles and waves, leaving me to ponder her current life situation. I just hope she'll be okay. Ah well, Monica isn't my focus for now anyway. I dig out my phone and navigate to Yuri. Okay, Markapi Sue says, hey Yuri. Yuri says, good afternoon, Markapi, how are you? Markapi says, yeah, I'm good, thanks. My fingers hesitate over the screen. Markapi says, are you busy tonight? Yuri says, I think I'm free. Why? Another bout of hesitation. Come on, Markapi, she likes you too. Markapi says, through text, did you want to check out the fireworks with me tonight? Monica mentioned we can go to the Skytree Tower. I can see Yuri typing a message, but the seconds that tick by feel like hours. An awful lot is resting upon those 3 dots. Yuri says, I'd love to. What time do they start? The feeling of relief coursing through me makes my body feel much, much lighter. Why was I even nervous? Markapi says, Monica said they start around 10 p.m., so would you want to come over for a bit earlier? Ooh, nice. We can hang out and then go from my house. Yuri says, of course. Is it okay if I come over at 7 p.m.? There are a few errands I need to run. Markapi says, sure thing, I'll see you at 7 then. Yuri says, I look forward to it. Smiley face. That's epic. Well, all things considered, that could have gone a lot worse. Although I'm relieved, I can't help but feel apprehensive about how tonight will go. I mean, a date with Yuri. Under the fireworks. On New Year's Day? We almost kissed last time, and now there won't be anyone to interrupt us. Oh man, I really hope I don't mess up our first kiss. Maybe I could Google it. Maybe I could Bing it. Maybe I could ask Jeeves it. I laugh as I slip my phone back in my pocket. Still got those Christmas decorations up. When do you guys put away your Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa decorations? I leave my Kwanzaa decorations up year round. That's just the kind of guy I am. Anyway, back to the story. Man, I really need to get rid of these Christmas decorations. I'll do it tomorrow. Besides, I don't think Yuri will mind. It's been a few hours since I got back home from my walk. Since then, I decided to cook some more salmon teriyaki as I still had a surplus of the ingredients from Christmas Day. I'm still surprised at my own cooking prowess. The days of ready meals and unhealthy snacks seem so long ago. It's safe to say that Yuri has definitely changed my life, for the better. I jumped slightly at the sound of my doorbell ringing. Wow, is it really 7 o'clock already? Looks like our date is already upon us. Stay calm, Markapi. Stay calm. You know, this seems like a good stopping point. I didn't pick the best stopping point last time, but I think this one's pretty good. Because it'll be like, hey, we start our date, and maybe next episode we'll end our date. Or who knows? You know, we're just going with the flow right now, guys. You all need to calm down. You're a little tense. Let me give you a little. Okay, there you go. Now you're calm. Do me 4 favors, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.